Hey guys, I am very excited. I wanted to do this last weekend, but I got here this week, and that's okay. The red trailer came in, and it is a kit. It's going to be able to be pulled behind one of the slot cars, or probably a number of the slot cars. One thing I am not excited about, and I checked, no instructions. That's okay. We'll take care of that. We will take care of that. I know he had instructions online when I saw the auction. I'll just go ahead and make a couple of screenshots, print them out, and then I'll be able to assemble it. The reason I want to do it with instructions, you know how guys are, I'll just put it together. If there's some fine details I want that he reveals, I want to make sure I get them. So let's go ahead and do that next. All right, very good. I did get the instructions printed out. I got them to where it came out pretty good. It was a screenshot, and let's see, I got the layout too, so I'm going to count the parts here. Guys, I've got a number of projects coming up. I'm going to sort things out. Let me get everything clean off my bench. Let me get everything where it should be. Just a sec. I know I've said it before, but I am just thrilled, and this was last week, about all the guys, the independent guys, the pork chop, anybody that's doing like a reproduction for these cars or special pieces or like this trailer. God bless them. I really like guys getting into it and help us all out and give us some more products to choose from. Absolutely wonderful. All right, just a sec. Okay, very good. I got my workspace cleared off. I got the the parts page, I guess you call it, the parts page. So let me get everything out of the Ziploc there. I'll display it over here, make sure I got all the parts before we proceed. All right, looking at the parts page and looking at what I got, I'm counting everything. Looks like everything's there. I always like to do that. My wife thinks I'm crazy, but I like to find out if everything's there before I start the project. Imagine getting 3/4 of the way done with it and you're missing something. Not a fun time to find out. All right, let's see what step one is. We'll dive into it. All right, looking at the first step there, it says file down the mating surface between the front and the rear panel. So this is that little tab right there. That's what they're wanting us to file down. But let's see how it fits first. If there's any burrs or anything, I get it. Maybe they just want to rough it up a little bit so the glue adheres. But that's a good fit, guys. That's a good fit. Am I going to run the file over it a little bit just to rough it up? Yeah, sure am. Let me go ahead and grab one. I have a couple of rat tail files. This one is like a triangle. I have another one over there that's it's a rat tail file, but it's cylindrical. So with this, I can just put it right where I need it and just scuff it up a little bit. It shouldn't take more than just a bit to get this scuffed up. Let me go ahead and put it in front of me. Okay, that's roughed up. Just sanded a little bit. That should be fine. One thing I want to bring to your attention, I was just reading the instructions here a bit ago. It says what you will need is a standard T-jet axle. Finally got one of those. 2 standard T-jet wheels and tires, fine. Some super glue, I got that. Sandpaper file, got that. And I've got some small drill bits. So, if you've got some of the normal hobby supply tools, you should be fine building this thing. Okay, so the next step is, let's see what it says here. Okay, number 2, it says install the screws into the front, into the rear panel, attach them to the chassis, do not over tighten. So yeah, I get that. So let's go ahead and get started with that real quick. I was just looking at the configuration thing out there before I put the screws in. So I got it lined up right where I want. I'm going to go ahead and get the screws. They have 4 smaller screws and 1 bigger screw. Don't know where the bigger one's going to come in, but we'll figure that out. Okay, good. I got the screws started. They are definitely not over tightened. I got to tighten them a little bit more. What's interesting, right now with it like this, and I've done this to like an Airstream and another trailer, this is the time, if you want to add a light to it and a battery and that type of thing, now would be a good time to do it. I was checking out the next step here, step 3, and we start gluing things into place. So if you did want to add like a light in there or something like that, or a switch to turn the light, whatever, now would be a good time to do it. Again, I've done it before. It's pretty cool. All right, let me go ahead and get some glue on this bugger. Okay, step 3 there, it says glue the back portion onto the top. I did that, and then it came out real good. the screws are tightened. And one thing, I gotta comment on this, When you're putting the screws in, they line up with the holes in the body real good. They do, they line up really, really, really good. So I'm impressed with that. So the next thing it looks like, what are we gonna do? It says sand down the edges, both sides, make sure that the panels fit properly. Well, right now, a bit ago, I just ran my finger over it. They feel fine, but I'll probably take a little bit of sandpaper to it just to see how they fit. All right, fantastic. I just spent the last little bit with the rat tail filing it, making sure that everything is roughed up good enough for the side panels. I put this over a second ago, and it feels flush. It feels really good. It feels like it's ready to be glued. Let me do the same thing to the other side, and we will get this bucket glued up. Okay, very good. I got both sides sanded here, which came out pretty good, and I fit the sides there onto it. It fits really good. So the next step 5, it says add a small amount of glue to the highlighted areas and install the side panels. Again, guys, if you want to put a light in here, now's the time to do it. After everything's glued up with that much glue, it's going to be hard to get this thing apart to put a light in or something like that. So again, if you want to add a light, or I was even thinking on the inside here, and I don't have any real thin plastic, you could glue some plastic there and make it look like the windows, and a little bit better. And that's something I might consider doing later on. So as far as this glue job, I might be adding a little bit of glue, but probably not a ton of glue. I might want to get this back open and do that at a later time. So let's see what it looks like when I get this bucket glued on. I'll tell you what, this Gorilla Glue, the Super Glue, Gorilla Glue, absolutely wonderful. A few seconds holding it together and the sides are on. Sides look good. Sides look real good. Man, this is a fun little project, guys. Absolutely a fun little project. So got that done. Step number 6, what do we got? After the glue is fully dried, remove the 4 mounting screws in the chassis. Okay, let's go ahead and do that next. I tell you what, that's very cool. Remember when I said about earlier, if you wanted to get the light in or something like that, do it at that time when the sides are off? You don't need to if this what is this? I guess the chassis that'll hold the wheel and everything. The screws come right off, and then you can get right into that body. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so we got the body off the chassis. What is next? It's saying, hey, listen, you want to take and glue, what is it, in the directions of the arrows? Okay, yeah. You put a little drop of glue, where are they saying? Right there, there, and then that will hold the axle assembly in place. Okay, let me just go and dry fit those real quick, just a sec. Wow, I tell you what, they just fit absolutely right in perfectly. The little axle holder there, and it looks like it's got a hole there. I don't know if it's big enough for an axle. I'll have to try to fit one of the ones I got in there. But you just slide these in from the top here, and they just set down there perfectly. So the next thing they say to do is to glue these buggers in place. Let me go ahead and put a drop of the Gorilla Glue there. All right, good. As you can see, I just put a drop of Gorilla Glue on there on both sides, and it's just going to take a bit to dry. Then we'll go ahead and okay, yeah. The next step is drilling out that little hole to make sure that the axle fits. Man, this is great. This is almost done, guys. We are doing good. Very good. That Gorilla Glue has been on there long enough to dry well enough to where I can start drilling the hole for the axle. I've got a handheld drill there that is the same diameter as the axle. I'm going to go ahead and put the holes in there. There's already holes in there, which is not, yeah, you see there, right there, but it's not big enough to fit the axle. Just eyeballing it, no way. So let me go ahead and clean both those holes out real quick. All right, very good. I was just drilling in there, and you see I've got the drill going through both sides there. I got it going through both sides, so I know it's going to be set up just perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Let me go ahead and get the axle in, and we'll put the hubs and the tires on as well. All right, very good. I just bored the holes out just a bit ago. Pardon me. Trying to get the axle in there one-handed here. And it does fit. Does it spin? Yes, it spins. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Very good. Let me go ahead and put the other tire and the other hub on. And you know what, just for fun, Probably a drop of oil on both sides there. You know what? Just a little bit of oil there. All right, very good. I got that chassis assembly done. And what is the next step here? The next step says insert the axle wheels, depending upon your choice of the axle wheels. You might have to shave down a little bit. Okay, we've done that. You know what's interesting? Is there's no reference to, not that I saw, maybe I didn't see everything in the instructions online, but I'm assuming that the trailer hitch there, that's what you need the large screw for. Now that looks more like a wood screw than a machine screw. I might have to find a longer machine screw to fit the threads, you know what I mean? And the back bumper, I didn't see it addressed. I didn't see it addressed anywhere here. I really didn't. Let's, just for fun, let's go ahead and reassemble this and then see if the back bumper can just be glued on or something. All right, here's the caveat, here's the caution. This last one here, it says, you know, insert the axles and wheels, depending on your choice. The axle wheels you might have to shave down to fit better. Yep, you gotta do that. You have to shave the back side of the hub, like he's displaying there. You have to shave that down in order for it to fit into the body. I just test fitted it. It works, but it's rubbing slightly. So I'm gonna take that out of the axle assembly and I'm gonna sand down both the hubs again. Should only take a second. Okay, I just re-sanded the inside of the hubs there, and now they're moving very, very freely. And when I put it onto the body there, kind of put it in place where it should be, no screws attached, but the wheels are spinning freely, effortlessly, easily. And again, we do have that axle oiled up. So guys, great. This thing is held together by screws. If you want to put a lighting fixture in there, you're all set for it, man. You're absolutely all set for it. Okay, so let me go ahead and get these screws in. All right, very cool. I have got that the screws in the back there, and it looks wonderful, and it rolls real good. Rolls real good. Again, I don't see anywhere in the instructions that says, "Hey, listen, you got to put the you got to glue on the back bumper there." Nor do I see anything with the hitch there or the other screw. That's fine. At this point, you can figure out what to do. Let me go and get that back bumper on. Just looking at the back bumper and the back of there's only one way it can go on. It's pretty hard to mess that one up. All right, the trailer as far as assembling, done. We got it done. I'm not digging, again, it looks like more like a wood screw rather than like a machine screw. In between segments, this bug came in. I'll tell you why I got that one in a minute. It's like, Jeff, don't you realize it looks horrible? Let me tell you about that one in just a second. But this came in from Rather Boring on eBay, Model Motoring, and I've got some bug front and back bumpers, and what they do, they're so kind, they always send a long screw if you need a screw for your bug. So I've got a couple of extra longer screws from the bumpers I got from Rather Boring. So I might use that rather than this brass wood screw looking thing, and we'll see if that might work better. Because I know the threads on the longer screw there that they give you, they're gonna fit. They're gonna fit. So what car should we pair it up with? Let's look. Anything stand out? What stands out? What should we pair it up with? Left, right, up, down? You guys tell me. This way? Okay, good. There we go. Found one. Let's see what it looks like with the Cobra. All right. Let me do this. Boy, I like that Cobra. And this is one of the ones, one of the early ones. Look at the guide pin. See how the guide pin's reversed up there? That's how you know that it is a older version, because if you have the guide pin facing the way it normally does, that's one that came out a little bit later as far as production. So let's go ahead and get into here, find the screw that I need, and then we'll get this piece onto the Cobra, and we'll get this whole setup on the track. Just took everything out of the Ziploc there. I love getting packages from Rather Boring. I really do. Look at the bug stuff. Look how detailed and shiny the bumpers are there. I got a windshield, and also I got some stuff from AC Cobra that should be coming. But here's the screws I was talking about, guys. That's what you want. That's what you want. If you're going to get a bug, that's what you want. I know these guys gave us a screw here, but I'd rather have the threads that I know that fit properly. So let me go ahead and snag one of these, and I'll replace it with the back one on here on the Cobra, and we'll also go ahead and get the, what is it, the hitch. We'll get the hitch in there. Okay, good. I got the hitch on there, and I did not have to use a long screw. I just used a normal standard size T-jet screw is what I did there. I didn't have to use one of the longer ones, and I did not use the one that they provided. So I just used a regular T-jet screw back there for it. All right, guys, it is track time. It is track time. It is track time. Let us see what we get. Ooh, I like it already. I like it already. There you go. Nice. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks good. And a little hiccup, not bad. What do you think? Fun project, right? Now, I know it's not painted up. But I do have some paint sticks to where you see how everything's raised there? Let's say I wanted to do silver like they had in the picture there. I could do one of the paint sticks with just like, it's like a magic marker. You just put it on the raised up part and paint it. You don't have to tape anything. So I might be doing that in one of the next videos. So that's very cool. That is very cool. I am so pleased with that. I love the trailers. I like the way it turned out. I think we did good, guys. Really do. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Now, who makes this stuff? I've neglected to tell you guys, and I need to read it up here. Here's their logo. What does it say? Print Pro Creations. Wow. I like these guys. If you have a chance to get this trailer, go for it. Go for it. It's a fun project. And again, you guys know that I've done a bazillion of the Airstreams and different trailers. So when I saw this, I had to give it a whirl. Guys, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I like it. If you like it, go ahead and order one for it. It's just, I don't know, 19, 20 bucks, 22 bucks, something like that. It's very nominal. So yeah, we still have to paint it. We still got to paint it. But for all intents and purposes, it works. It's run. It's very cool. Now, some of the other projects coming up. I don't know if I'll have time to do it this weekend, but I'm going to give it a roll. I've got a T-Bird there. Doesn't have the glass. I have the glass, or a glass. Doesn't have the body, doesn't have a back bumper. So I got those, and I got the guy there, and it looks like it's scuffed up pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the scuffs out of there, but we'll see. But I got this for a nominal price because it looks horrible, but I got a chassis. So even if I don't want to do anything with the body, I got a chassis there. Now, looking at some of the other ones, this bug came in. Now, why did I get the bug? Well, Jeff, you already got one that doesn't have any accents on it. Well, this one doesn't have any factory accents either, but it's really, 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 really cool. From the factory, when they sold them without the accents on them, often they didn't have the bumper, the glass, or anything. This one did. This one did not, and it had like a little chip out of the, well, you want to see a chip out of the front there. It's not a chip. When they molded this thing, not enough resin got into that area of the mold, and there's a little bubble there is what happened. Now, looking at this one, why in the world did Aurora release this, and it's never been mounted, there's no threads and screw posts. Why did they release it? It looks like it's in pristine, minty, fresh condition. It's not easy to see, but it's got the darker swirls in it. You see there on the sunroof how dark it is in the upper left patch, and then the back part, left part of the roof there, the dark swirls in it. So I'm guessing who was ever at Aurora and put the windshield in, looked at it and go, we can't release this, and then maybe pitch it, set it aside. Because it was never on a chassis whatsoever. There's no way. But the windshield obviously glued in. So I've got a front and back bumper for that, and I've got the screws for it. I didn't know if I was going to need a windshield. I got one anyways from Rather Boring. So that's going to be a fun project going. And now this one, Why in the world did I get that? Looks horrible. Can I fix it? Can I put the fenders on? Yeah, I can. Do I want to? No. No, I don't want to. I got this for, I think, I don't know, 17, 19 bucks. It was nominal. Again, I got a chassis. So if I'm not looking for the bodies, and then wanting a chassis, because a chassis that works, refurbished chassis, 30, 35 all day long. So if you can get a car that looks like crapola and get the chassis for a nominal price and then fix it up, do it, guys. Do it. Do it all day long. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get one in minty fresh condition when you can get them like this and get the chassis and refurbish the chassis. Okay, guys, what a fun project. What a fun project. I might be able to get to these later this weekend. I'm not sure, but this was an absolute blast. And let me tell you, if you do get it and instructions don't come with it, I will be more than happy to send you these, because you should go step by step to build this. You really should be going step by step. Do it in the order that he's got it laid out here. All right, guys, if you need anything, like I say, let me know. I know I've been saying this a lot, but I've got even more stuff getting ready to go up on eBay. And anybody want to do some training for the pink lilies or buy it outright, let me know, because it's very, very, very close to going to eBay. And you know, when things go on eBay, people get silly money for it. All right, guys, let me know if you need anything. Again, my book, please. I've had some great reviews. If you haven't got my book, or if you want it for the holidays or your birthday, tell your significant other, hint, hint, Jeff's got a book. It goes in quite the depth about the T-Jet chassis there, guys. I'm very proud of that book. All right, once again, let me know if you need anything. See ya. Oh, hey, listen, very quickly, I just wanted to go back to eBay and look to see if he had more instructions, and he does. He has talking about finishing the bumper, a little bit with the hitch there, and finally finishing out painting wise. So I thought I had saw that, but I did not print that out the first time. So I just want to go back and double check. I printed this the set of instructions out, but I didn't get the last details. So he does address the bumper, he does address the hitch, and as far as the painting, he gives you some tidbits there. All right, guys, I just wanted to go ahead and clarify that for you. Very good. Oh, hey, listen, I know I just ended off twice, but look at this, and I haven't done it yet. I was just here looking at it online, but the back here, doesn't that look like it was made for like one of the red guide pins to hold the back on the track a little bit better? Don't know, but we're gonna find out. All right, guys, promise you, this is it. See ya.